I've been using Galaxy S23 for a while now, and not just casually but as my true daily driver for work, for gaming, for editing purposes, for everything, for content creation. This was my daily driver for last 6 months, and I think I have the full picture. Now let's talk about the build and design. Now in 2025, this phone still feels premium. The compact form factor, I love it. No bulky edges, easy to use, and no regrets about picking the green color. It held up really well with absolutely no scratches or dents whatsoever, even though I use a case and a tempered glass like any other sane person would. Now talking about the display and media experience of this phone comes with a 120 Hz 8-bit AMOLED panel, that is a 2x AMOLED panel. And whether I'm editing, I'm scrolling on YouTube or watching reels or watching some Netflix or any other type of content, this phone never lets me down. Honestly, this phone still holds up against a lot of premium mid-range devices or even some of the flagships of 2025 as well. Now the display comes with 1750 nits of peak brightness, but do not go after the peak brightness number. Those are generally the marketing gimmick. Now in my practical experience, I've never felt that the display brightness was too low. Even in super bright sunny days of Chandigarh, I still feel the display was ample bright. There was no lack of brightness. I never felt like I couldn't see stuff on my even when the direct sunlight was falling on the screen. So yeah, in my opinion, display is really good. Now cameras are the portion where this phone really shines. The 50 megapixel main camera is really good, and honestly this phone has never let me down in terms of camera. And sometimes I do not even need to check the photo because I know this phone clicks great pictures. I've used this phone to click some of the YouTube thumbnails, b-rolls, even as a handheld for moon shots, as you can see on the screen right now. Honestly, ultra wide camera is also not bad. There is minimal to no color shift whatsoever, and the telephoto camera is also just amazing. And look at the portrait pictures that I have clicked with this phone, and the background blur is just insane in my opinion. And honestly, front camera isn't too bad either, and it can click really good pictures in my opinion, which if you look at the megapixel doesn't sound much because it has a 12 megapixel front camera. But honestly, it clicks really good pictures. That is why every tech influencer says never go after the megapixel, look at the sensor size. So this phone is really good for even Instagram stories, or even some of few vloggers out there. In my opinion, the compact size and the great camera is makes it a really appealing choice for vloggers in my opinion. Now, performance wise, I think Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 still holds in this 2025 era. Now, I know there are phones with Snapdragon 8 Elite or even 8 Plus Gen 3, and even in 2025, it gives respectable Antutu scores like around 1.5 million to 1.6 million. And in my opinion, it is more than enough, more than you'll ever need. Even in PUBG, you can easily get 90 FPS. In Call of Duty, you can get 120 FPS. You can get stable 60 FPS in Genshin Impact. That is the gaming performance. Now, I know there are many of the phones in the similar price range with which come with Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 3 or even 8 Elite. But in my opinion, this phone also gives really good scores. In terms of software update, this phone came out with One UI 5.1, Android 13, and it has already received Android 14 that with One UI 6.1. And now it is in the next in line after Samsung Galaxy S24 series to receive One UI 7. Now I know One UI 7 has been delayed, but it has been delayed for almost every phone out there, every Samsung phone out there. Even the S24 series still hasn't received the One UI 7 update. With recent reports, you can say that you will receive One UI 7 with end of April, I believe. So yeah, there's that. But this phone comes with 4 years of software support. So even if you buy this right at this moment, where One UI 7 is just around the corner, you still have 2 years of software support and 3 years of security support. Now, in terms of battery life, this phone comes with because this phone is a compact phone with a 6.1-inch display. This phone also comes with a small battery that is 3900 mAh. Now, when you compare it with modern flagships or even some of the premium mid-range devices, say iQOO 10R that came with like 6500 mAh battery, 3900 seems kind of small, but honestly, I did not feel like I had to charge the device twice in a day. My device usage is like light to moderate. I'm not a heavy user per se. Most of the time, what I end up doing is recording 4K videos on my phone or clicking pictures. That's heavy. That's the heaviest I go. And even with decent 4K video recording and clicking pictures, and with just and with normal social media usage like Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, and all other stuff, and even with that, I finished the day with almost 20% left in the tank. So yeah, I think if you are a light or a moderate user with easy access to charger anywhere, then I'll say it's not that much of a hassle. 3900 mAh may feel like it's small, but the optimization is so good that it does not feel like it's 3900 mAh. But yes, it can be a tricky option for you if you are a traveler or a vlogger who has to be on camera 24/7. Then I'll say do not consider this phone just for the battery. And in terms of charging, it's not very fast. That like it only supports 25 wattage charging, and the charger does not come in the box. So come on, Samsung, at least give like 45 watt at least. At don't even like give the charger in the box. I know you won't give the charger in the box, but at least make the device support 45-watt charging. That's the least you can do. So yeah, yeah, there's that. So honestly, what's my final verdict? If you're wondering whether S23 is still worth it in 2025, then the answer kind of depends upon your usage. So if you are a type of user who records a lot of videos or photos, or like you are a vlogger of some sort, then I'll say it can be it can be worth it to you. But if you are a like gamer and that's that sort of person, or you have that kind of usage, then honestly I will say go with some other phone. Because first of all, this is not a phone with a big battery backup, and second of all, you can get devices that perform much better at a fraction of the price that it comes with. So what I mean is, with my Flipkart, I bought this device on Flipkart Big Billion Days, around like 38, 39,000. Yeah, that was around the price, including the case and the tempered glass. So at that time it was a pretty good deal, because there weren't much phones that could give this much performance at that price. But now, in my opinion, like there are Poco phones, there are iQOO phones. iQOO 10R is like 25, 26, 27,000, and it comes with Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. And it comes with Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, and it pulls near about same score as this S23. So the performance section is neglected almost immediately. Like if you are a gamer, then 10R will give you better battery backup, 10R will give you better performance, because it is also a bigger device. It has a better cooling chamber, it has a bigger cooling chamber. It is a this one is a compact, S23 is a compact device, so it will obviously have a smaller cooling chamber, and the thermals won't be that good. So yeah. But on the other hand, if you are a person who is looking for a compact phone, you are a businessman. Like let's say you are a business, you are an office going person, you are a businessman. So you want a classy looking phone and a compact phone, like this is the size of this phone, right? So as you can see, this is the size of this phone. So you, if you want a phone that is compact and it looks great, it has amazing cameras, and it gets through everything with ease, like it will not lag, it will not stutter anywhere, it clicks get great pictures, and it will last you a whole day. And usually the people or businessmen, they don't do much on the phone, they don't game, they don't game that much. Maybe if even if they game, they'll be like 20-25 minutes, that's pretty much it. Maybe some video recording, and most of the time they will be either on WhatsApp or checking their emails, or on the call, or video call, Google Meet and stuff. If you are a gamer kind of person and you are looking from that perspective, that it has Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, then my friend, there are other phones that have better processor than this phone. But if you are looking from a different angle, like it has better cameras, it has better software support, it has better looks, and it has or subjectively, like, looks are subjective, in my opinion it has one of the best looks. The entire Samsung S lineups has one of the best look. Even S23 looks better than some of the newer phones, in my opinion. So that is the thing. Like if you want a compact phone, right? So that's where the line is drawn. Like if you are good, if you should buy or you should not buy. If some of the check boxes are on the right side, some of the check boxes are on the left side, then you should think that what matters to you. Does gaming matter a lot? Then if it does, then probably you should go with some other device that has a better processor in a cheaper price range. So if cameras matter to you more than the performance, right? Performance should be good, right? If the processor is weak, it cannot record at let's say 4K 60. So this phone has a good performance. It has a 4K 60 fps support, and then it also has the hardware to back it up, and then amazing software experience. If that's where you draw the line, then you, yes, this is an amazing deal, this still is an amazing deal. So yeah, there's that. And that was my video. And if you like the video, if this video helped you make a decision, then subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.